Holy Jesus. Before you know it's gonna be November. I am super psyched for today's video to go up, ranting about Comcrap in all its glory. But today we're doing a video. I'm gonna do that Rhino video today. I'm gonna do like a, this guy is killing me doing about a half mile an hour. I'm probably gonna use the A7 to shoot the video. So, but I will include it all in this, I think. I haven't decided yet. I might do its own separate video, I don't know. We'll see how much content I have for this video. I don't want to put up two videos if it's not gonna be long enough. But at the same time, if it's gonna be too long, I don't want to put it all together. Totally crashed when I came home from work. It's late, but this, I want to do this. I don't want to, that completely came out wrong. We're gonna do the video on this right now, and I need to take it all off of there and put it on a table just to kind of go over the features. And I want to use some of that for the B-roll. Oh, sorry. I want to use this for the B-roll. Kind of spice it up a little bit. Hey, listen, you're good. You're an okay camera, but you're not that. Put some 85mm shots on that bad boy and show that. Now, so this is the Evo carbon slider from the folks over at Rhino. They were nice enough to send this out to me for review. This thing is probably the best slider I've ever owned. I've owned a Kanovo, which I thought was the best of the best, but that thing was loud as balls. Like, it sounded like a small jet engine taking off. No joke. And it also weighed a lot. So the fact that this probably only weighs maybe like 5 or 6 pounds, if that, with the motor on it, I mean, I'm so happy with this. Now, I've tried a ton of different sliders, different motorized sliders, just different hand motion sliders, and, you know, not only is this thing quiet, this thing is smooth and clean. I've used it for pretty much every shot I've had for the past couple months. This thing is absolutely awesome. Now, let's go over some of the controls. But once you turn on the box itself, you can choose from the slider that you use. Now, you've got the 24, the 42, and they have the Pro version as well. And when you do one click, you've got live motion, you have time-lapse, and you have your settings. This goes into basically what the slider that you have. There is an ARC product that they have, which allows for motion as you're sliding, which we will get that down the road. Motor location, tell you if it's on the right or left of the slider. You have edge buffer, frames per second on your shot that you're doing, sounds, power share, and you can also update. Time-lapse makes it extremely easy. They have a simple time-lapse and they have advanced time-lapse. Now, we can get into that down the road if you guys want to see more of that. I will be doing that. Live motion is where I pretty much live the entire time. And you have the ability to create a move, which you can do over and over again. And then, of course, if you just want to just wheel to slide, turn the wheel to slide. Now, in this instance, when you calibrate, it will go ahead and actually mess with the motor back here. Now, you'll see this in the background here. This will move. Now you're ready to go, and you can move it back and forth. Alright, so what I want to show you guys here in conjunction with the review is how quiet this is. Like, I could sit here and talk and actually have this slider going where it's not going to affect the shot that I'm working on. So I can actually have this going if I'm standing behind the camera giving a shot forward, or if I'm even walking and I have a much larger slider, I actually can set this up to go back and forth while I'm talking. But just listen to how quiet this is. Because you're not going to go that fast. Most likely it's going to be something like this. And there's no way that if you're wearing a professional mic or a lav or something, that's going to even pick that up while you're doing your thing. Of course, if when I have the fluid head on here, that's going to even put more weight on it and quiet it down even more. So absolutely awesome product. You know, and that's just doing a slider back and forth. So if I want to create a move, I can simply click on the create a move, and first it's going to calibrate. So we'll hit that first. Boom, that takes me to the end. Now this tells me where I'm at, or tells the computer where I'm at on the slider itself. So if I want to move in a little bit on this, I can actually choose to start in if I don't want to start at the end. So if I want to go in about 2 inches off the slider, and then I can actually click move in, and it moves it in. Now in this instance, there's out, which will allow me to tell how far I want this to go to the edge. Now, whoops, I had accidentally hit it out, so it's going to stop right about here. But if I want to change that and realize that it's not as far as I want it to go, I can move it out to 17, go down to move out, and that basically takes me to the end. So that'll tell me where it's at. The duration of this, we can go how fast we want it to go or how slow we want it to go. So you can do minutes or seconds. So in this instance, if I want it to take 4 minutes and 2 seconds to do that entire slide, I can do that. You can ramp, which I believe is to do with the speed, and then loop if I want it to go loop back and forth. Now, for the sake of this video, I don't want it to take 4 minutes. So we'll say that it'll take 10 seconds to do that slide that's on there. Now we're ready. That's going to take 10 seconds for that to make that slide. But it's not going to stop there. It's going to go back the other way. 10 seconds. So if you want to stand in front of a shot or let a shot go back and forth and move it around a little bit for different angles, you're not messing with the slider, worrying about it, especially if you're not near it. In this instance, I got this video going all the way over here, and I don't have to worry about it. I can just do my thing. So also on the module here, on the side, you do have the ability to plug this in if you don't want to use the power in here. But this thing charges for... Sorry. The battery charge on this lasts a long time. I get many, many hours of use out of this before I have to charge it again. But no fear, if you want to, you can plug this into a wall outlet if you're nearby there to be able to do that. Also, this cable right here, which is an Ethernet cable, is what connects the box to the motor here itself. You also have a plug here for connecting directly to your camera. They have different cables for different cameras, of course, but this will help you with time lapses, setting that all up, as well as the arc that they have for spinning. So it'll allow you to talk to the camera if you want to do that. And of course, they do have an SD card slot, which will allow you for firmware updates. So they do have some things that they are working on. I did notice that when I have this on an angle and the little bit of extra weight I had on it, it kind of stuttered a little bit. So I had to be careful how much weight I put on this. Now the motor here is an attachment. You don't have to have this on here if you just want to get, you know, just do a quick shot and I don't want to necessarily use the motor. There's 2 bolts down here that allow you to simply slide the motor off. That's it. That's the motor. It literally goes on by the gear and actually twists it with this. So you can actually get a flywheel, or honestly, you could really put a weight on here and allow you to spin that itself, but without it, it gives you the ability to use your own motion. These are available without the motors on them, and you can get a wheel to actually crank this down to give you a nice steady motion if you don't want to spend the extra money to get the motor. I mean, hey, this thing is not cheap, but you get what you pay for. I mean, I've dealt with other motors, especially, and again, this is my bad experience with the Kenovo. That just, for what you pay for that, there's no way that it could top this for what you pay for it. Simply take this, slide it on, and of course you got to make sure the bolt is lined up down here as well. And you can do that actually just by putting this on a diagonal, and that will slide right in. And put the bolts on. Take your cord, plug it right in, hook this up, calibrate so it knows where it's at, and you're set. or go as slow as you want and get that awesome slider shot. I mean, come on. Look, listen to how quiet that is. You can't even hear that over me talking. I mean, that is absolutely insane. Now, of course, with this, you have a plate on the bottom, which I do use now, my Manfrotto slider plate, because I do put that on actually with the camera sitting on right now. And you do have some adjustable feet here, and they do have markings up top here, which will allow you to be able to set up this on a flat surface. But of course, if you're outside and you're not in a flat surface, you can simply just undo these right here, and they actually have teeth that allow you to, move those up and down. So if you got something that's in the way, you can easily fix that up, put it down there, and then tighten it back down, and boom, there you go. You're back up to an even slide. So again, like I said, I have been using this for a while now, and I wanted to do like a real video on it to show you guys exactly how easy this thing is to set up, to break down. The battery died on the goddamn camera. Are you surprised? And I've gone through like 3 batteries, so guess what? It's time for an Anker battery to charge the camera so we can finish the shot. Thank you, Anker. Not a sponsor. Along with all these controls that you have on here, the ability to do that, one thing that I really love about this is the magnet. I mean, you never know where to put your controller at. Right on the end. Heavy duty magnets, this thing is not moving anywhere. You also get this badass bag that comes with it. Now you can see here that this fits your slider in it. And if you want to take this off or leave it on, it's really up to you, because this gives you the ability to expand the end of the bag, to leave all of this on. Now of course you can take this and move it to the side or lay it flat in the box itself. But they give you the ability to not have to move this to take it off. You literally leave that on there and put it in. Now, in here they also have pouch for accessories, which is a clear mesh so you can see everything that you have, as well as a nice sturdy handle on the outside here, which you see I haven't taken this anywhere yet because I just use it at home. I gotta take this bad boy out. And they give you some handles and everything you can use with it, and you can actually Velcro down the unit itself while you're traveling so it doesn't move around. This is not the cheapest slider, okay? It's $1,100, but you get what you pay for. And if you're looking to step up your game and you want something that's compact, easy to use, you got to go with the Rhino Evo. Now, of course, they got longer rails as well. I could update this. I could go buy some more rails and update it myself if I wanted to. The other nice thing is when you do have it in the center here and you're not using it as a slider, you can bolt that down, and that's not going to move anywhere. So I hope that helps you guys make an educated decision on the slider. And I'm beat. I'm not even gonna edit this tonight. I'll just do this tomorrow when I get back from work. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like, and of course subscribe to get more content. If you're newly subscribed or you're currently subscribed and you weren't getting these videos, check that little bell, change the notification. That way you get all of my videos in your sub box, because for some reason YouTube only wants you to get somewhat of amount of people's videos in your sub box. No idea. So, with that being said, see ya!